we can use a Google Sheets file as a data source for our AppSheet app. Every tab is called a sheet. Every sheet can be added as a table in AppSheet. Every table has a key column and a label column. The key column is the column where no two rows have the same value. So here in the table users, this one can be the key column. I will only have once that email address, I will only have once that email address, and I will only have once that email address. The system needs the key column to identify the reliable row where we want to add, update, or delete something. In AppSheet, you're allowed to define a second label column if it has the type image. So let's have a look at our two tables. In the table users, the key column where no two rows have the same value is the one containing the email address. And the label columns will be these ones. The column containing the name, the column containing the image. Let's take now the table projects. If you want to add a new row in that table, you have to provide a project name here and an email address in that column, right? So see on the mobile phone app preview here, if I want to enter a new entry in the table projects, I have to click on that button plus. It's opening a form, and I need to enter some text here. And now, if I want to add a project owner email address here, I have to type it manually. See, it's annoying. I can make errors. So you can create a better user experience for your app users. Notice that our two tables are related. The column project owner here expects an email address coming from the table users there. So now let's change the type of the column project owner. Here, instead of email, I will select the type ref. And the source table this column references is the table users. So now the key column value from the table users will be called and written here in my target column. The user will see the label columns on the user interface, but in the back, it's still the key column that will be used. So see if I change the label column, let's first up do that, select here. You see at the label column, I see the image and I see the name. If finally I prefer to display the email address as the label column, up, see, I can see the email address. But even if the label column is the name here, this is only what we want to display on the user interface. I will still have in the back, here in my data, I will still have the key column written here. So I'm displaying for the users the label columns because it's better for the user experience, for the user interface to display that information and that information. But it will still be that one that will be written here. See, up. First, I'm saving the app, so I'm sure it's taking in account the last modifications I made. And I will finally create that project for the project owner. Save. So I have the new project just here. And in my spreadsheet file, you see, even if on the UI I had the labels, the name and the image, I have still written here in my target column the key the key column, the key value I had from the table users. Now that we defined the relationship between these two tables, we can use dereference expressions. Let's see the syntax. We have to write ref colon dot value colon in square brackets like this. So the colon project owner here is our ref colon, and now from that ref colon we can retrieve whatever other columns we want from our source table. Basically, the result is like what you would have with the lookup formula in Google Sheets. Let's create a virtual column in the table projects. So we can display the user role, for example. I need an app formula, an expression that will automatically give a kind of live value to this column. So the data explorer is super cool because it's showing you the data, like the columns you have in your tables. This is the key column, this is the label column, key column, label columns. And we have the ref type here. So this is my ref column. And I want my value column, so here the user role. And I can just click on insert and it's writing for me here in the expression assistant the dereference expression I need. Let's click on save. Done. The type is text, perfect. Let's save. And now on my UI here, on the view, sorry, up. Now that I have finally another column to display on the view projects, I can select my virtual column, user role here, in the summary column that I can display just there. And voila. I hope this helped you to better understand the ref type and dereference expressions. Let me know if you have any question in the comments.